All right, warm up today. We'll have 1 minute at each, just one round on this. So pretty quick warm up actually. We'll do pogos. I want a variety of pogos. So do some double leg pogos, single leg, out and in, front to back. We'll have our plate cluster. Once again, will be a clean plus thruster. I'll show that in a second. Roll over V-sit, pogo to squat, plate ground overhead. And then the final will be a reverse lunge plus a reach. Like I said, for pogos, bunch of different kinds. So if you have a plate, you go double foot, out and ins, single foot. You can go side to side, single foot. It's really up to you. Cluster, make sure the back is going to be flat. Touch, full clean, press, touch, full clean, press. Roll over V-sit, you guys know, pogo to squat. Feet are close, jump to squat, pogo back, jump to squat, like so. And I would probably play around with different stances, start normal, maybe go a little bit wider. Ground overhead, plate touches ground, block out, and then reverse lunge, both arms, reach, and then switch legs. Make sure you've got your plate ready to go. If you guys haven't heard yet, we're going to have the online competition featuring the plate. It'll be May 1st through 3rd. We'll have more details soon. We just wanted to kind of get it out there. I think the t-shirt's going to say, "I survived the plate," which is very fitting for this 2 months of plate workouts. All right, so we'll work for a minute. We'll do a 10-second rest in between. We'll start with our pogos. And again, all sorts of pogos. Double legs, single legs, side to sides, front to backs, and go. Go out and in. You can do like some sort of hopscotch style pogo. Oh, where's the single leg action? Come on, 20 seconds. And good there, 10-second break. The cluster coming up next. One thing, make sure you get full hip extension before you go into your squat. So fully extend before you go into the squat. And go, even if you have to kind of do it in like a slow motion move. Make sure the back is flat when you touch the ground. Work on your hinging. And a nice lockout at the top. Good there, into the rollover V-sit. Feet are together overhead, feet are apart reaching in front. And go. This is kind of a progression of our final movement today, which is the reverse burpee. I would say it took me about 10 attempts to feel comfortable with it. Good there, into our pogo to squat. So again, feet start close, out to wide, pogo back. And go. Just some more dynamic squatting movement. Once your squatters have warmed up a bit, play around with the stance. Try to pogo into a little wider stance, maybe even a little more narrow of a stance. Good there. Plate ground overhead up next. Again, main goal in this, nice flat back. You guys can play around with stance here as well. You can use a wider stance, more narrow. Just make sure the back stays flat. Good lockout at the top. You can do a variety of different reps. You can do reps where you pull the plate very close to your face. Other reps where you do it more like a kettlebell swing out in front. All sorts of stuff in the warm-up. Then our last one, reverse lunge with a reach overhead. Again, backward step and then drive both palms to the ceiling as if you're pressing a barbell or a plate. And go. And as you reach up, try to keep the belly somewhat tight so you can still get a hip flexor in at the top. Just 10 more seconds here. And good. That is it for the warm-up. Okay, so for today's core, a little bit longer session. We're gonna do 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off, so a very short rest time today. So make sure your transitions will be smooth and quick. We'll do 3 rounds through this. So we're gonna do pillar shoulder taps into our handstand hold or overhead plate hold. Then we'll have Russian twist, ideally done with a plate or a weight, and then our reverse crunch. To go over each movement, pillar shoulder taps, we've done quite a few times. Main thing I want is to avoid wiggling at the hips. So you're gonna be top of the push-up, belly's nice and flat, touch, alternate, right? So I'm not moving at the hips. If I was to go like this, right, it's just a lot easier. It's not as effective. For handstand hold, you guys know that. You can walk up the wall, kick into the wall, or you can grab your plate and just hold that plate overhead, making sure body's in a straight line and you're doing your best to lock out your arms and keep it slightly behind your ears. Russian twist, feet can be on the ground or elevated. Typically, feet on the ground is a little bit easier on the lower back as well. Feet up will be a little hard with your plate. Just rotate side to side. Again, feet and knees should be pushed together. And then reverse crunch, very slow movement. Knees bent at 90, heels touch the ground, come to chest, and then go again. Very slow, butt comes up at the top. That's what we've got. If you have any questions, let me know. So the goal this week with the handstand, I'm trying to pre-fatigue it a little bit with the pillar shoulder taps. So hopefully it feels just as hard for the shorter amount of time, or even a little bit harder. Remember, if you're very advanced on handstand, or if it's growing stale, you can always do a handstand shoulder tap, or just a handstand where you rock your body weight side to side. Both are good progressions. I tried to do single arm plate overhead. It's a little too dangerous. A little too dangerous. Not real comfortable on the wrist either. Starting about 30 seconds here. Looks like we're all getting just about set up. All right. So again, 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off, quick transitions. Starting with the pillar shoulder tap, going in 10. 2, 1, and go. Nice strong body position. Minimal wiggle at the hips. If you find that you're rotating all over the place, wider feet does make this easier. And then of course, closer feet would make it harder. And good. Get ready for handstand, going in 10. 3, 2, 1, and go. So we want body in a straight line. The only thing in contact with the wall should be your heels or your toes if you're facing the wall. And then do your best to squeeze your butt and your belly. Looks good, Amy. Nice job, Mike. 3, 2, 1, and good. On to our Russian twist. And go. We're flying today. So just like any other core movement, have some control on it. You want that whole torso to rotate. Good. Last one of the round, the reverse crunch. Same thing here, slow controlled, knees are always bent at 90. And go. Make sure the heels touch the ground at the bottom. And as those heels come to the ground, you want to make sure the lower back is still staying in the ground. Good, Jelaine. Two, one, good. That was a great first round. Round 2 coming up, pillar shoulder taps. And go. I was thinking, you know, you can make this harder by doing foot elevated shoulder tap. Could even walk up a quarter way of the wall. Maybe for the future, unless you guys want to do it now. Belly stays tight. Good. Handstand coming up. And go. And on the handstand, one thing you can play around with is your hand positioning. I know if you're getting sore in the wrist, you can try to angle the fingers out more to the side. Typically about a 45-degree angle with that hand is what's recommended. Keep reaching up here. 5 seconds. Good job, Bridget. Good. Twists. And go. Good. Reverse crunch. And go. So when you bring your butt up at the top, make sure it's your abs doing the work, not just the momentum of your legs moving. So even a little pause helps. Two, one, and good. Final round. Again, if you want to go feet elevated, shoulder taps here. It's all on you. You can do it. And go. Ten more seconds here. Good. Handstand. A little more active in the shoulders this round. I know they're getting tired. Really press through the ground. And go. Get as tall as you possibly can. Three, two, one, and good. Last time here on a Russian twist. Go. Good there. And reverse crunch to finish it off. Squeeze the feet together. And go. Really squeeze at the top every rep. 10 seconds. Good. There we go. Nice job. Some basic movements. Hopefully it felt good. We're going to have to go feet elevated on shoulder taps here.
I tried 1 foot.
Like 1 foot was just hovering?
Yeah, I like floating.
Yeah.
Well, it was impossible.
That made me think of the single arm, single leg pillars we were doing for a while. To bring those back. All right, guys. Today's strength, we're going to train the back. We're going to attempt to train the back. We'll do our single arm rows. We're going to add another set from last week. So last week we just did 90 seconds each arm. This time we're going to go 2 sets of 90 seconds each arm. So you're going to do single arm dumbbell row, plate row. You could try a barbell by holding the end of it. You're going to have a flat back. You're going to reach down. You're going to pull up, down, pull up. You're going to do that for 90 seconds of reps. You can certainly set the dumbbell down if you need during that time, but do your best to hang on and just do kind of a rep every 5 seconds or so, or as needed as we get fatigued. Okay, we'll do 90 seconds each arm. So that's going to be 3 minutes of single arm rows. You'll have a 1 minute rest, and we'll do 2 sets. I'll talk about the second part when we get there, but make sure you have a plate, a dumbbell, or something ready to go for that. Also, if you do have a barbell, you can hold one end, other end is on the ground, and you can row like so. About a 45-degree works best with the barbell. We're gonna get some grip, we're gonna get some lower back. Oh, my stick fell down. I bet you guys missed the hockey sticks. Mike does. He has to do pass-throughs with the umbrella. All right, so remember one thing I'm looking for on that dumbbell row, I'll try to show you from my angle, is when we're pulling, I want the shoulder to come back. So if we see an incorrect position, that shoulder stays forward, right? So I don't want a finished position here. I want a finished position where that shoulder comes all the way back instead of being left out in front. So always just make sure you're thinking about the shoulder blades pulling back as well. Sometimes it's hard to feel, especially as you fatigue, if that muscle group isn't super strong, but do your best again, pull your shoulder back as you're rowing there. All right, so again, we'll go 90 seconds each arm. There's gonna be no rest between arms here. We'll have a 1 minute rest at the end, and we'll do 2 rounds. Mostly looking for quality reps. You can break it up as needed. So if you need to break after 20, 30 reps, set it down, shake your hand out, stand up, whatever, but then pick it up and go again. 2, 1, and go. Really pull that shoulder blade back. Good, Bridget.
And I like to think about getting my pinky as the highest part of the hand. So I'm pulling the pinky all the way back. Nice, Kayla. Looks good, Mike. 30 more seconds on this arm. Keep it strict. Three, two, one, and other arm. Again, just shake out as needed. Make sure the back stays flat, Bridget. Amy, try to pull the dumbbell back a little bit further, maybe towards your hip, just a little bit more. I like that better. Good job, Jillian. Now you can put some more weight on that hand that's on the bench or object to take some stress off the low back. $30 here. $10 seconds. 2, 1, and good. 1 minute break, walk around, stretch it out as needed. Are you guys getting lats on that? Or forearms and biceps? Or both? Both. A little bit of both. Depending on what you're hanging on to, you're probably going to get some arm activation. $30 seconds here. All right, second set. Same thing, continue to focus on that squeeze back of the shoulder blade. And go. If you are breaking it up and taking rests, I want a minimum of 5 reps, kind of a 5-rep burst. We're 30 seconds in. Good job, Katie. Nice job, Bridget. It's a good looking row. 20 seconds on this arm. And other arm. Job, Mike. Looks good. Nice, Kayla. Thirty seconds left. Let's get a good squeeze on every rep here to finish. Ten seconds. 2, 1, and good. Nice long rest here, and then I'll go over the next part of strength. You guys have any comments on that? It's probably really hard. Oh, thumbs down. I would say it's the biggest challenge with the plate moves, getting the back trained. I saw some people put like a towel on their door, but then it didn't look very safe to do like a ring style pull up, you know? I don't trust it. All right, now we'll do 3 rounds. We're gonna train the low back some more. We're gonna do 20 seconds of a rear delt fly hold into 20 seconds of a plate bent over row hold, and then 20 seconds of plate rows with a 1-minute rest. So only a minute there of total time. For the rear delt fly, back's gonna be flat, hinge forward, pull hands back, pull them back as hard as you can the whole time. Plate, you'll have the plate, you're gonna row. I want you to try to bend it through your chest. So you're really pulling back, it's bending the plate. And then rows, we're just right here. Okay, if you have a bench or something, you can do your rear delt flies on a bench. If you have an incline bench, same thing. You can also do your row hold, like so. That would be easier on your lower back if you have that option. If not, we're gonna train the low back some more. So get ready for that. Probably just play around with the movements, make sure they feel okay. Practice the plate row hold, and we'll start in about a minute. You can also do the rear delt fly laying on the ground if you want to take a little bit off the low back. All right, guys. So again, we'll do 20 seconds of each movement. We have the rear delt fly hold, the plate row hold, and then the plate row for reps. For the reps, feel free to go kind of as fast as possible on that. Doesn't have to be real controlled, just pretty quick, explosive reps. We'll have a 1 minute rest at the end of the round. We'll do 3 rounds today. I think we're all ready. Going in 10, starting with the rear delt fly. 2, 1, and go. We want the back just about parallel to ground, and then we're pinching back as far as you can. Very similar shoulder blade position to the bent over row. And plate row, hold, go. We're going no rest here. I want you to think about bending that plate. Three, 2, 1, and reps on the row hold. Or sorry, on the row. Okay, yeah, that's fine, Kayla. You can just end on the hold. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and good. 1 minute rest. We'll do 2 more rounds. That's a big yawn, Mike. Whoa, you look like a lion. Are we feeling the back here? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, we're getting the back. Good. Perfect.
And hamstrings.
Oh yeah, hamstrings isometrically. Low back, a little bit of glutes if you're lucky. Going in 10. All right, let's work hard here on the rear delt fly. 3, 2, 1, and go. Pinch back and hold. I like to kind of point the thumbs at the ceiling on this one. Just gives me a little bit more or a little better position. 3, 2, 1, and hold the plate. Or just holding it. Really imagine you're going to bend the plate around your body. Make sure those shoulders go back, Amy, so the chest is up a little higher. And reps, go. So fast reps, but still getting a good squeeze back. Two, 1, and good. Nice job. So one thing when we're doing rows too, make sure you're not pulling real high. A lot of times we'll just use more of the bicep than we want. Make sure we think about pulling back this way. So it should be almost like hitting you in the belly versus up at the chest. Something to think about. Kind of the same idea on that dumbbell row. If we're moving the dumbbell too far up, it's going to be more of a curl. If we pull the elbow back and go lower, we get more of the back. Last set coming up. Now you get to do reverse burpees. I don't know if you guys have seen the demo yet. It's pretty interesting. I got here an hour early to practice. Going in 5. And go. Rear delt fly. Let's go maximum effort here. Final round, 10 seconds. 2, 1, and plate hold. Pinch back. And reps. Five seconds. And good. That's it for strength. Forearms, biceps, back, low back, hamstrings. Just an onslaught. I'll give you guys a minute to recover here. I'll go over the Metcon. If you guys haven't seen the challenge yet for the week, it is the overhead plate hold for max time. Ideally, the arms would be locked out with the plate overhead. If you guys saw the live battle between Chris and Willis, you guys know Chris. He's all beat up. He just looked like he had bat wings, but it's all good. He went like 5 minutes, which is incredible. I think someone can get 6, maybe 10.
What weight did Willis have on the plate?
Willis had a 45 and Chris had a 25. Just dominated him. All right, guys. Metcon today, we're going to do a 7-minute AMRAP, starting with 3 reverse burpees. I would like you guys to try that if you feel like you can do it safely. If you have the room for it. It might be awkward. You might not be great at it. I'm not great at it, and I think that's totally fine just to try something new in this style of workout. But 3 reverse burpees. Then we have 6 plate squats. We're very familiar with that. You can hold it at your chest. You can hold it on your back, whatever you'd like. But full squat, full lockout for 6, and then 9 pikes. I'll go over the reverse burpee, the one option, and then a few other options. Okay. So for this movement, we'll kind of start by performing a squat down. Get your butt close to the ground. You're going to do a hollow rock. And then you're up in the squat jump at the top. So again, squat, rock, pull, jump at the top. Okay. Obviously, I'm not great at it. Good options for this. You can come down. You can place the hands down to get to the ground and do your rock here. Hands can go back down, get up, and jump at the top. So there's kind of a more dynamic effort. Otherwise, you can use the hands to help yourself get down and up. I think if we use the hands, I think pretty much everyone can try this. If you're super uncomfortable with it, or maybe it's not safe in your area where you're at, you can just do a regular burpee. Okay, let's practice. We're gonna need some practice time on this, about 5 minutes or so. Get some reps in.
Can I throw my legs a little more than you did?
Yeah, your legs can go up quite high if you'd like.
Okay.
Nice, Kayla. Okay, everyone's good at this. Should have said you guys demo.
Your feet don't have to like try and touch behind your head, do they?
No, I think the further your feet go, the easier it would be. So if you do like a rollover V-sit style, you're gonna have a lot more momentum than if you did like a hollow rock style.
So try and do the hollow rock.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with anything. Try everything out. See what feels best. I'd say mobility is probably a large component of this movement. In terms of pikes, what I want in terms of like a movement standard, the hands will touch the ground, the heels will touch the ground, and at the top you have to touch your leg, whether that's the shoe or the ankle. Start in about 3 minutes. If you need a drink, bathroom break, anything like that. If you need to do more reverse burpees. Be interesting to see how they feel when the heart rate gets up. That's a very interesting plate squat there, Katie. I guess it counts.
So say, does it matter how you hold the plate?
You can hold it wherever you want.
It's just hard to get it like off my back once I get it there.
Oh yeah. You can't just
And
launch
I don't
it.
know.
Mike's going for the
What?
sumo plate squats thing.
Yeah. And I like the metal 35 because it's got like handles.
Yeah, that's really nice. If you are holding that plate in front, make sure it's still squat depth. It's not a deadlift. I'm gonna have to change the rules of the plate squat. Has to be at the chest or on the back. There we go. I'm changing it officially. Can't hold it in front. No rep. Okay, we're going in 1 minute. In terms of pacing, this is more of a skill style workout. So you can push pretty close to as hard as you can. You're gonna have limiters like the pike. For some will be very tough. Otherwise, it might just be the reverse burpee. As your belly fatigues, that's gonna get a little bit harder to sit up more rapidly. Try to stick with whatever standard you've selected. So if you're gonna try to go without using the hands to get up, try to stay with that. Otherwise, if you're gonna use the hands, you could use them right away. Or if you're starting to fail reps, you could bring them in as well. But 7 minutes, pull the board back in here. I had to move it so I wouldn't get hit by it. 3 reverse burpees, 6 of our plate squats at the chest or on the back, and then 9 pikes where you touch either the shin or the shoe at the top of the rep, and then the hands and the feet both touch the ground at the bottom. Let's get ready. Going in 10. I think around a minute is very possible. 2, 1, and go. Remember a jump at the top. Don't forget the jump. Full squat here. Good job, Kayla. Nice job, Bridget. Was looking good now, Mike. Got him dialed in. Job, Joanne. Nice squat. Nice, Amy. Nice job, Katie. We go 4 minutes left. Nice pace so far. Job, Amy. Let's keep that standard on the pike. Get to the legs. Nice, Katie. It's good reps there. Two minutes left. Let's push through now. Nice job, Jolene. Nice, Kayla. You got it, Mike. One minute. 30 seconds left. Big push to finish. Still good reps. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and good. Guys, nice job. Today's score will be total reps. So you might want to pull the calculator out to calculate that. Good luck. There are 18 reps per round. So it shouldn't be too bad, honestly, with the calculator. Katie, you just shake your head. I'm assuming you lost track.
Yeah. No idea.
A minute or two rest here. You guys have any comments on the reverse burpee? Was hilarious.
I find if you just like don't try to keep a hollow hold and just throw your legs over your head, it's quite easy.
Oh,
I was falling all over the place, flopping all over the place.
yeah.
So like, yeah.
Yeah, if you
I don't
just
know
like
that
a
I
roll
actually-
over V-sit style roll, that's pretty easy.
Yeah, so I don't know that I did it correctly.
It's okay. I don't know that I've ever coached the reverse burpee. I'll work on it. Develop more standards as we go. If you want to toss your score into the chat, feel free. Otherwise, I want to just start with the child's pose because we did a lot of piking, and the reverse burpee is kind of like a pike almost the whole time, or a sit-up. 1 minute in child's pose. If you have scores, send them. You guys can reach both arms to the right in that child's pose. We'll do 30 seconds on one side. That's your score, Katie.
Yeah. No, it wasn't cat count. I didn't count.
Oh, he chose not to.
Yesterday it was couldn't count.
All right, I'll end it. You guys can switch sides. I can actually draw on this whiteboard. So I could like write everyone's name. Oh, oh, oh no. Now it really feels like we're at the gym. There we go. All right, you guys are good there on the stretch. That's all I've got for you today. Thanks for trying out the reverse burpee. Hopefully it was fun, a different challenge at least.
I agree. Fun to try something new. I mean,
thought
but
it
I
was-
feel like everything the last few months has been new. So
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so again, we'll release that competition. We're going to have a t-shirt that says something like "I survived the plate," with a picture of a plate on it. And then we'll have the 3-day competition. We'll release 4 workouts next Thursday. And then those can be done Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're still deciding whether or not we'll put one in a class, but it's up in the air.
sounds
That's it.
good.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good day, everyone.
Have a nice
Thank you,
Tuesday.
guys.
Yeah,